Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
From the Howard Hospitality Group, live from Santa Barbara. We're visiting my mother-in-law down here. And joining me tonight is Matt from Galaxy Games 843.
What's up, everyone?
Also, Xtreme Vending is here this evening. Hey, David, how are you? And
Good, that's
special guest for the evening, 720 Vending. How are you, sir?
Good. How's everybody doing tonight?
Mike.
Good. Mike, how are you? Sorry, I didn't say Mike from 720 Vending. I apologize. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Happy Wednesday, everyone.
If you guys only knew behind the scenes, like how, like by the hair of our chinny chin, we barely come on. Like Mike was here, like what, 30 seconds before we launched, and David got here like a minute before we launched. So it's just
I was rushed. I just got out of the shower.
It's funny how it works, but we all seem to make it, which is awesome. So in the chat tonight, Captain Namco's here. How are you, Captain Namco? Good to see you.
Captain Namco in the house.
Nice.
Hey, Captain.
What's up, Captain?
I got to tell you, man, I always love his videos because he does the whole entire thing. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't skip stuff. He shows you how he loads. I mean, I love his videos. So good to see you, Captain Namco. We appreciate it.
Another thing about Captain is he shows how to stock this machines. He's been stocking machines for a long time, and he has a proper way of doing it, and that's the way that I think should actually be done, where you face everything the correct way and you stuff them in there just right. So just a good shout out to Captain Namco. He's a great member of the community.
Sure. And I mean, he says he might be out for a little while. I'm not sure why, but hello and thanks for joining us, and keep up the videos, man. They're great, and we really appreciate the support. So hopefully you will be able to join us, but if not, we'll hopefully see you on your videos and stuff. So there are a lot of other people saying hello. That guy 3D prints Sharkquatic. So that's somebody I haven't. Have you guys seen them before? I haven't ever seen.
That's a pretty cool name. I like
it.
It
Is pretty cool.
Sharkquatic.
He says
with Shark Week coming up. It's like perfect.
He says sup. Sup. So then also Lolly's here.
I see Gabriel Cruz is here. Gabriel, if you all didn't know, won the Galaxy Claw machine on our Monday stream. Congratulations, Gabriel.
Is he
congrats,
here?
Gabriel.
He's here. He's here in the chat.
Let me find his. Oh, there he is. So I put together his order last night and sent him the invoice. Actually, the day before, the night of that he won, I put together his invoice, sent it to him the next morning, and it goes out on Friday. So he's getting his machine, and he's here in California, so he should get it within a day or two, which is pretty awesome. So early next week, he should have his machine. He's very excited. I got to tell you, he's so excited. It's just so cool. So he thinks he has a location for it. He's over the moon. So those are the kind of winners we like to have, right? Those are just getting started, super excited. So
heck yeah.
So what else we got? Okay, so that guy 3D Prints has a question for us. He says, what are the chances some idiot injures themselves on your machine and sues? Are there any ways to protect yourself against that? And the answer is?
Two ways. LLC and business insurance.
Business insurance and an LLC, 100%. So a lot of people in the Discord, we have a link for Next Insurance, and we highly recommend, no matter what you do, you get your LLC, and that basically they can sue the business, but they can't sue you. So make sure you get that, because that's a super, super smart thing to get for your business. And you can always get your business license and stuff later on, but one of the first things we always recommend is that you get your LLC for sure. So, go ahead, Mike. What
I'm getting my LLC at the end of the year when my tax license expires. So when I have to renew it, I might as well change it over then.
Nice. Yeah. So Hero 3 set up. I don't know if you guys saw, but he set up a little booth at the fair. I do not know how he got that cheap of a rate. That's pretty awesome. $100 for the fair, and he's made $400 in 2 days.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
great.
What a
Must have been a
chance.
small
Awesome.
Like a
booth.
boss.
Yeah, but how awesome is that? So he made his. I mean, now it's all profit at this point. That's
Yeah.
great. Very cool. So let's see what else we got. Oh, Namco said he'd been feeling down, so that's why he hasn't been in the streams and stuff lately. But he says that we lifted his spirits, so that's great.
Aw.
So keep it up, man. I'm telling you, like we all love your videos, and you've been super supportive to us, so that's awesome. I mean, just keep it up, and if you ever need anything, reach out to us, man. We don't mind talking to you about stuff and helping you with things, and that's what we love doing that kind of stuff. So if you ever need anything, let us know. So Superstar Vending series says I finally get to see you live. He says
Superstar.
he says he usually has to watch it after work, so he's actually here for the
Well,
live.
appreciate the support.
There we go. Well, glad you're able to join us on the
And
live
then my
tonight. And guys,
There's some
while Jonathan's pulling comments, make sure you smash that like button, guys. Help
Yes,
everyone find the
please.
stream. Don't forget about that.
For sure.
It's so weird not to say about our current giveaway. I mean, I guess we got a backup one now, a new one to replace it. But it's like we always talk about the Galaxy Crane or the Super Mini. Now we have to wait and talk about the next one. But
which is gonna be announced when? Tonight.
Are we announcing it today?
Tonight.
Heck yeah, we
Okay,
are.
just making sure. I was like, I've been so busy. I thought it was tonight. Yeah.
This
I was-
shady, look at this shady character right here. That guy.
Well, because you show me what the giveaway is, and then you expect me to keep a secret when. Quick story: when I was a kid, my parents used to take me Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve because I always had a big mouth. And when we came home from Christmas shopping, I was told, "Now, David, don't say anything to your mother about what you got." And so I guess apparently I went up to her and says, "We didn't get you a frying pan. We didn't get you a new vacuum cleaner."
Oh God.
And just was naming things that we didn't get her, so called. But
Right.
they always bring that up to me every Christmas, my family.
Very cool.
Holy
People are
crap.
congratulating. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Sounds like
I
he's got
just
some
look at my
sales.
daily
He's looking up some
sales.
sales already. Are you?
Yeah. Okay. So that mall. Okay, it's been really slow. Like everything's slow on my all across the board, right? I did amazing. I did a record breaker Tuesday. I did nearly $1,100 in sales on a Tuesday, which is amazing. But I think it's because school just got back, and I'm looking at my sales, and I'm like $260 at 6 o'clock, which I'm never that low. And then I look at my mall location, and even though it's slow, which I got into the slowest day of the year, I'm already at today alone $140 basically,
Nice.
which is going to lift my spirits because
Yeah,
the others
my
are slow.
machines are slowing it right now too.
So we haven't been. We've been the opposite. So I don't know why, but like last night on a Tuesday, our machines just blew up. So I don't know what it is. I think it's just depends on location or whatever. But we had a good day
Yeah, I think it
yesterday.
depends on the
So what else we got? Let's see. Captain Namco says he's not going to stop making videos. That's what we like to hear. Good man.
There we
Good
go.
man.
That's good.
There we go.
Make sure you guys are smashing the like button. Somebody says for sure. So what's happening? Once it said to David, it looks like the new mall location looks awesome. So do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, let's talk. We saw
Yes.
a preview,
So,
guys. We're stocking everything up. So tell us more.
Okay, yeah, I got a video or some photos of it after everything. But so basically, you guys know Krabby Claw, Chris with Krabby Claw?
Yes.
His profession is actually a commercial realtor because I've been trying to get into mall locations for a while. And I was talking to Chris how I really wanted a mall location. And Chris is like, I can get us into one. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's do it. And so he's like, well, here's the thing. I'll get us into one, but I want your expertise. I want you to take care of everything. And in the sense, like, he's going to obviously help me maintain it and stuff like that too. But he wants me, he's pretty much made me the boss of that location. So it's real. I feel very humbled and exciting. So we went in and we did all the stuff, and he did all the technical side where I didn't have to do any paperwork until I had to sign stuff, but it was all done, and I just had to sign my name basically. He did everything else, got it all going, got everything, all the ball rolling, and it's just been a wonderful experience. Krabby Claw has been so amazing, and it's going to build our friendship, and I'm real excited about that. But basically, we did. This is how it looks with the. I don't know if can you see the Mega Minis?
Let me blow you up. Hold
that
on
looks
1
awesome.
second. There you go.
Okay, yeah, make me big. Thank you, John.
No problem.
So these are the Mega Minis. So Each one of these machines cost me $50 a month. So the cost of that is $200 a month, and then the prize lockers are actually free. They are not charging us anything on the prize lockers, so we're only paying another $200 a month for the 6 machines over here, and they turned out really nice. And I've done about over $200 in sales in a matter of just over 24 hours. So
Nice.
it's awesome.
Very
Well, I
nice.
think it's cool how you guys did. You did the separate. You guys have his in one section, and yours in another section, so you can actually see how they do. You know what I mean? That's kind of cool. So he's like on one side, and you're on the other side, right? That's kind of the way you're explaining it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to keep it organized. We want to be organized, and the mall. So the mall is treating us like the manager came out and he talked to me. They loved it, and he actually walked around. It's an outside mall, but the food court's inside, and it's 114 degrees, 116 degrees outside in Arizona. So he went around in the heat, walked around his premises, came back in. He's like, I tried looking for other spots for you guys. He's like, I want more machines across the mall. He's like, but I just don't think there's any other place. He's like, there's a few bathrooms that are indoor, but he's like, but that might be not that good. I'm like, yeah, I'll just stick here. But they do have another outlet in Phoenix, and they're looking to put us in there if we can too.
Huh. Very cool.
Very nice.
Yeah. So let's see what else we got. Oh, my comments went away. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Okay. So that guy 3D prints, I think he's kind of confused about an LLC. He said, what would an LLC do? I've seen insurance, but if you own an LLC, wouldn't they be technically be suing you? And what happens if someone uses your LLC? So first part, LLC protects you. So it basically, you're a limited liability company. That's what it stands for. So basically creates its own company. When they sue you, it stops at the company. So they sue for whatever the company's worth or however that's going to work, but they cannot touch any of your personal stuff. It's a separate entity that you created. Doesn't matter if it's under your name or anything like that. It doesn't matter. It's the company. So it protects you from people suing you directly.
Yeah, technically you're an employee of the company, so therefore
Correct.
you would not be liable.
That's an even better way of putting it. Yeah. So, and then they're not technically suing you. They're suing the company. You work for that company. So, but they're not going to come after you. It'd be like if you worked at the bank, they're not going to come each individual employee and come pull out of their bank account to pay off that isn't how it works. That stops at the company. And then the insurance protects you. I mean, you definitely want, if Next Insurance, I mean, it's $1 million liability policy, which is awesome. So anything that happens, that's where it's gonna, yeah. So definitely. Anyways, so that's that one. What else we got? Do you have the Duck Machine 24-inch by AZ Amusements? I do not. We have a Sweet Treat and we have a Galaxy. They're all the same machine. The Duck Shop is the same machine. It's just but we sell a lot of those duck shops. People really like them and they're really popular. So, but they function just like a Galaxy or like a Sweet Treat. And I don't know if anybody else has one out there, but they might want to talk about it. But I think they're really cool. They got a big giant duck on the top.
They do look really nice. The only thing is, like, I feel like you almost have to put ducks in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you don't, but
right.
I feel like people are expecting to find ducks inside those machines.
So that's the weird thing, is that the people they're not using it for that. So they've been using them. Well, at least the 3 that I sold, they putting them together with the other ones, and they're just putting different products in them. So I guess you could do whatever you wanted. I just think they wanted a variety. But yeah, like even the Sweet Treat, like you would think that people would put candy in it, but they're not. They're putting in, like we put toys in ours. So it just kind of depends. It's just a cool looking. They're all kind of cool looking with the lights, and so it just kind of it depends on what you want to put in it. So Joseph Scott says hi to everybody. That's 720 Vending responded to that guy 3D prints. I didn't see that. Thank you, 720 Vending. Gabriel Cruz, who probably now, since he won and he's doing this, he just got his LLC, so he's very excited. He's probably more up on this than we are, but you're right, Gabriel. That's what it does. It protects you and your
first super chat just came in, guys.
Oh, is it? There it is. Oh, Waco's Car Wash Channel. Oh, wait. How do I do this? Waco's Car Wash Channel, Elevators, and More. Man, that's a hard one to say. Thank you so
I
much
love
for the
it.
super chat. Awesome. He's on here every week. And, well, I shouldn't say he. I did this last time. I got myself in trouble. They are on here every week. And they always give us a super chat, which is super cool. And we really appreciate you guys. It's awesome. I've been
So
watching.
sweet.
I was telling you because we're looking into getting those like arcade one ups or those types of machines, and I've been watching those guys. They do the live feeds like we do, and man, they've been doing it for like 2 or 3 years, and like people just love them and support them, and they think it's like. So I think that it's just a really cool like way to get in touch with everybody once a week and like personal, you know what I mean, and live. It's just cool. So I've been watching theirs a lot lately too. It's just neat. So thank you, Waco's Car Wash Channel, Elevators, and More. Got it that time.
I love it.
All right. What other ones do we have here? Let's see. Let me go back up. This is hard. You're right, Matt. This is not easy to do this.
There's a lot of
Comments are no
comments
joke.
coming in,
The
man.
comments are no joke. That's for sure. You got to bounce around and
You got
find
no
everything.
super chat.
Another super chat just came in.
Oh my gosh. Where are we? Oh, there it is. Oh, who's that guy? 720 Vending. Thank you, sirs, for the super chat. Sharing some of the wealth of my claw machine's first month. And hey, actually, since you're on
That's
here,
awesome.
let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's
Mike.
talk about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you
I know.
just got 2 machines. Why don't you tell us about what you got and where they're at?
So I got 2 of the Candy Machine Super Minis,
Yeah.
and they are absolutely awesome.
Nice.
The first one I got, I put at a boba tea shop. I just did my 4th collection on it this month
Holy cow.
because they are burning through it. I've done just shy of $1,100 in its first month there.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
Nice.
It's not a
And-
Disneyland
Awesome.
location. Shut it. Shut it down.
And-
It's not Disneyland.
And then, so when they won the mega prize, I put a different one in, but I put in like an anime plush, like a big one. And then sales just absolutely dropped off on it.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
So I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't right. So I went and ordered a Mewtwo Funko Pop.
Oh,
and I
nice.
put that up in there with a $10 gift card to the store.
Oh, that's so cool.
And so
Awesome.
since I did that yesterday, it's done $34 today.
Nice.
oh,
There you go.
nice.
And then
Yeah,
on
there you go.
Monday, I went to my local Hooters that's up near us, and I dropped off the machine there. And it's done $47 since putting it on location Monday.
Very cool.
Wow. Wow.
And it's just
so
gonna get better.
awesome.
You know it's going to get
That's
better.
So great.
Now, as soon
So
as I get those
awesome.
2 paid off, I'm going to start buying more.
Yeah.
I have
Are
a
you-
feeling you
are
like
you-
to go to collect from that machine too.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a tough life. This vending life.
The girls there already said they want to. I put one of those really large switchable octopuses in there,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
and the waitresses are trying to win the prize out of it.
Nice.
They love those things. It's a cool prize. So
Captain Namco says, a claw machine in a Hooters, I'd be getting distracted.
I literally walked in and asked the manager if I could put it in there. He goes, "Sure, as long as we're not liable for any damages that happen to him." I'm like, okay, I got insurance.
There you go.
There
That's
you
the
go.
one that Captain Namco should go
Awesome.
and play and review. The Superman.
Well, congratulations, Mike. That's awesome. That's really cool. So I'm happy they're doing well, and I know how excited we were to get those. So I mean, it's just
Oh yeah.
welcome to the Claw Machine family. I was
Yes.
gonna get Matt into the mini claws here, and then we're all
Dude,
gonna
that's
be.
so freaking awesome. 7.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go medium claws.
Oh,
Minis
he's
are
going
just too
medium.
small. I've done the minis before. It just didn't work well for me. I like the more medium and larger size. So that's what I'm going for. Mulberry Vending says they have owls there, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Love
Very
it.
cool. So back up to the top. Let me go back here so we can get caught up on her comments here. Where is
While you're looking at, I saw Nicole is here. Nicole, hey Nicole, welcome to
Hi,
the
Nicole.
live stream.
Go. Hey. And I also saw
Drew-
Kim show up too.
Drew
So-
LTG
Kim's here?
says, "Oh, nice, another
Yeah.
giveaway."
Drex is here. Yeah. We might talk about that tonight. I don't know. Should we talk about that tonight? What do you guys think?
Maybe we should.
Yeah,
maybe.
We could.
Yeah.
Opaque, he's getting a couple machines. He said, what are good mega prizes to have inside the Golden House, excluding plushies? I have 2 machines coming soon, and I'm not sure what mega prizes to start off with. So
I like those video game consoles you put in there.
that's what we put in ours. So we put in these little mini Nintendo things. You can get them from Eva, or you can get them on Temu or AliExpress. And they're basically like, they look like little mini Nintendos. And then they have like, I think it's 64 games on it or something. And on AliExpress, they're like $20. From Eva, they're like $8. And then we also put in, she also sells, do you remember when we were kids? Well, Matt and I remember because we're old. But they have those little like Pac-Man consoles that you played with the little sticks and
The
like
arcade. I remember those too. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So Eva sells those, and we put some of those in there, and then we also do Pokemon headphones, and then at our boba shops we do a giant boba that Amelia usually gets at Five Below. So we put those up in the top of those. But
Hey,
those are all
I
good
was going to
prizes.
show you. I was going to show you a prize I found, Jonathan. So it looks like a Super Nintendo controller, but it has a screen on the front, and it links up to another one, and it can link up to the TV and do wireless. You can have 2 people, but they have like 6,000 games, anywhere from arcade, Super Famicom, NES, Sega, anything up to 16 bits, and it supposedly is really good. That's a prize that Eva also sells, a toy she also sells. They're a little more pricey, but I thought they would be well worth it. Hey, Amelia.
Hey, Amelia. Another super chat just came in.
Oh, missed it.
Oh, boy.
I wish it would give me like a notification of some kind. Oh, Austin Venn's $10. Sales have been killer this month. Owe it all to
There
you guys.
go. Nice.
Thank you so much, Austin. That's awesome. And he's been on with us for a while, and I know that he's ecstatic. He's getting so excited about his machines and everything, and it's just cool to see people do well, And Mike, you've been doing vending for, how many years have you been just doing full line?
8 years.
Okay, so you've been doing it, and you just got into mini claws, and you can tell people what's the difference in the amount of work and profit and time you get from doing full line versus mini claws.
Not having to worry about expiring product.
So nice.
Yeah. 100%. Big time.
And now my wife's getting into it more because every time I get a package of plush, whether it's from one of the vendors or I do a quick order off of Amazon, she's like, "Ooh, what are these?"
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Amelia loves checking them out. On the way, we were driving because we had to drive down to Santa Barbara today. And it took us about 8.5 hours, the total trip. And the whole time Amelia was on Alibaba looking up Christmas toys. So she was just sending me pictures of toys that she wants me to get prices on from Eva because she's all excited about Christmas. So we got our Halloween stuff done. We're just working on Christmas now. So if you guys are thinking about, or just, the holiday coming up, make sure you order because there's 30 days out. So you need to order your Halloween stuff like now, because we usually run them September through October. And then at the beginning of next month, order your Christmas stuff. So that's what we usually do. But because you do have to wait for it. Okay, back up to my comments. Sorry, I'm gonna catch up. I promise.
There'll be another super chat. Annoy him.
Is there?
No.
You made me go down.
Just when you find your spot, though. That's how they come in.
Yeah.
Which is a good problem to have.
It is.
Hey Matt, props on the Mario shirt today.
You like that? Yeah, hey, there you go.
Man.
Yeah.
I just got one of my stick figures.
See, Mike understood the assignment.
So Gabriel Cruz wants to know what's some good free editing software. So we use iMovie. We got a Mac and ours is free. We just use iMovie.
So that would be. I'm on PC, and good and free don't go in the same sentence.
No. I use Clipchamp. That's provided by Microsoft.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I never even heard of that one.
Never even heard.
It's a free one they offer.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
We should put that down. Clipchamp. I use.
If I can get my Mac, if I can get another Mac going, I'll go back to iMovie.
Yeah. I love iMovie. It's so easy because idiots like me, we need all the help we can get. So for me, it's like it's awesome because and then once you make one, you kind of can just drop in your clips and just use whatever you almost had. So it's kind of nice. Hold on, I gotta put
Hey,
the dog
Josh,
in the
put that on
bedroom.
your
Give me a
shoulder.
second.
And
Come on,
our
doggy.
host just leaves us hanging to go play with the
John,
dog.
what's
Look
on
at
your shoulder? He said he was an idiot. I wanted to make him look.
that. Anyway, all right. So while Jonathan's gone, guys, let's talk about what?
The
Sorry,
new
are you
prize.
there?
He's
We
already
want
gone.
to talk about the new giveaway, or is it?
Oh,
We
you
are out of
do?
time.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, we're already almost 30 minutes into the stream. It's probably now or never, right?
Okay. All right. So I got a little page made up here. Hold on a
You
second.
get to
I've
kick
got
it
to
off
win that
because
one this time.
So I was talking to, so we got a bunch of giveaways coming up. So just so everybody knows, they're back to back to back to back, already lined up all the way up
For the next year.
up to MBVA. So NBVA. Sorry.
So, and let's clarify, that's not IAPA. That's different. So
No.
IAPA
That's
is in
next
November,
March.
and then
Yeah.
NVBA will be in March. So we've got multiple giveaways that we're working on putting in place, right?
No, they're done.
Yeah.
They're done, but
They're
we're only going to talk about one.
right.
One at a time.
So, but I've got them lined up from now until NBVA at the end of March. So we've got basically 4 giveaways we're doing, and they're all back to back. They're all machines. They're all big prizes, and they're all super cool. So we're doing another one from AZ Amusements next, which I'm going to talk about here in a second, and then
Okay.
we're doing 2 from Candy Machines.
Nice.
Right after that. So there's some really cool stuff coming. And so this one, we were trying to figure out kind of what to do, and we wanted to do something different because I don't know if we saw this at MBVA, but a lot of people have never seen one of these in person.
Yep.
And what it is it's called a Cube Factory.
Cube Factory. Yeah. So we did see this in person in Las
Oh,
Vegas.
that'd be nice.
It was so awesome looking in person.
So this is the coolest part about this is that you play it from the top. You can choose different size claws for it. So it comes with a very large claw actually, but most people have been ordering the medium claw to go on it. So you can run any size plus you kind of want besides large. And it is got to be one of the coolest machines I've ever seen just because it's not super big. It's square. It's a cube. It can go pretty much. I mean, it doesn't take that much more room than because it's. What is it? I think I have the measurements on there, don't I? I don't know. I can't even read it.
No, there's no measurements on there.
There's no measurements on there. I have the measurements somewhere. I'll get them for people, but it's 36 inches tall, roughly, and I think it's about that square. So it's not super big. And these machines, man, they just like the Galaxy or those types of things. I mean, they flash, they glow, they're just really cool. It comes, with the coin mech, and if you want to add DBA or if you want to add a credit card reader, you can do all that. They're just really cool machines. So this is our next giveaway, and it's a pretty big one. So
Very nice.
And I
Yeah,
will say,
very
if you guys want to see kind of like other than just this picture, go back and watch Jonathan's walkthrough at the NBVA as well as my walkthrough. We feature this machine in those videos.
yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull up the dimensions right now. I have them on my
So
computer.
it says 1,000 note bill box. Is that true? You
Correct.
can put it up to
It can hold up
1,000
to a
bills?
1,000 note bill box. Yeah, those are those real deep ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's got to be an extended one.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
So I have a quick question. Where would you put the card reader if you have a DBA and the coin mech?
So let me see, because I have all that stuff on here. Now, those are all answers I can get if I can find them in my notes because I took notes on all this stuff and I'm still learning all these
yeah,
things.
this is unique.
Yeah.
They're taking pre-orders, huh? What's the value of?
No,
the
these are
machine?
able to ship now, so you can get these. We have these in the warehouse now,
Nice.
and they are. So the prize itself. Let me see if I can get this up here. Sorry. Oh wait. Oh, that's why. Hold on a second, guys. Give me a second. So I'll get you prices and stuff while we're talking about this. So let's see.
Let me look this up. Is it on their website too?
I'm not sure because they're redoing the website, which is really cool. So you're going to actually be able to order and everything on there pretty soon. So you'll be able to do it right on. Let's see where we at. Hold on. I brought my computer and I have like an external drive, and that's got all my stuff on it. And the normal cost on the Cube Factory is $22.95. So this
Oh
one's an even
wow.
larger prize than the last one. So the last one was what, $19.99, I think is what
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So this is
This is
22. So this is a
300. Yeah.
$2,300 machine, and so it's even bigger prize than before, and it's just super cool because I mean I think that it's hard to do with pictures because until you see it in person and like actually play it from above, like it's a whole because they can look from the side, they can look from the top, and it's just like a
Yeah,
whole
I'm
different.
looking at there's a good picture on the website. If you go to their product page and scroll to it, it
Let me
actually
go
looks
there.
really great. The picture is really clear and you can see the price shoot, and just how awesome this machine looks.
I have a bunch of photos too. It was hard for me because I'm using our extra kind of laptop, not my normal one, and so I don't have all my photos and stuff on here. Otherwise, I'd be able to do more. But next week, as we get, as we do, as we get closer to, or as we keep going, I can bring more photos. And where is it at? Where'd you find it? Oh, I see.
Um, yeah, it's on their website. Just to go to the product, and it's about halfway down where you see it.
Oh, I see. It's all blown up. Okay. Oh, you know what? I have more pictures. I don't know what. Oh no, that's on my other computer. Never mind. I keep thinking that I can do this easy, but I forgot I can't. So next time I'll have my normal computer and I'll be sitting at my desk and I can show you guys everything. But here it's a bigger picture. Let me see if I can add that to our
I've
stuff.
actually got my video pulled up.
Oh,
Am I able to share screen somehow?
yeah,
Let
yeah,
me see if
you
I can do
can,
that.
and I can add it for sure.
All right, let me do that.
Okay.
I'll go full screen on that.
I think you use that little up arrow thing. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. So here's what it looks like in person. Look how cool that is. And look how cool the plush inside is. And you play it
Ooh,
from the
yeah.
top down like that. You can kind of see what the controls look like at the top there. I mean, how cool is that?
So cool.
That is
man.
awesome.
Because you don't even really see from the side how
Oh,
cool it
there's
is.
Grant.
Oh yeah, there's Grant right there.
Yep, there's Grant. And all those beautiful machines back there.
Love it. Where
Very
am I?
cool. I don't know. You must have been hiding.
No, this is when I lost you all, and I couldn't find. Oh, there's Kevin.
Yep,
I
there's
lost
Kevin.
you all, and I couldn't find anyone.
Yeah, I plan
Oh,
on being there
wow.
with you guys next year.
For sure. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it was a
I
good time.
hope so. I want everyone to be there. Like everyone needs to be there because it's going to be awesome.
You know, we're also saying the same thing about that for Florida, David.
Yeah.
I know. I talked to my wife more about it, and I
Good.
told her how Natalie's waiting for her, and we're all supposed to go together as friends and everything. So who knows? We'll see. We'll have to see what's going on. I have to talk to her some more.
And Matt, congratulations on the subscriber count jump. Man, that keeps jumping on you.
It's it slowed down a little bit, and that's okay. It seems like, I don't know about you guys, but it seems like YouTube has been really slow for at least for me this week. Like views overall are like down in general, but we're we might hit 39,000 this week. As I think as the last check, we were at 38,900 or something like that. So we're getting there. We're getting close.
Oh, it's so cool.
I really wanted to hit 40,000 in July, so I don't know. I've got a couple days. Maybe if the views pick back up. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah, that one video of mine went viral again. It just jumped right back up, and then it finally dropped back down again yesterday.
Yeah, mine that same because we kind of have a similar video, like that's kind of performing the same, and mine got a bunch more views again, but not like before though.
Everybody's freaking out, so they all are excited about the machine. So normally everybody's asking what's worth. It's $23.95 is what they sell for. And then you can, we got one coming. We ordered our own. We're going to be putting it in our diner location because we need to fill a hole. But they can go up against the wall, and you can have the three sides showing in the top. You don't have to put it like in the center of the room or anything. And it doesn't take as much room as you think it does because once you get it tucked up, it's not that bad. So pretty cool. It'd do really good. You know where it'd do good, David, would be at your movie theater. That'd be a really good spot.
Oh yeah, that'd be.
I was actually thinking also my mini golf place, which has a bunch of arcades in there. They said I could bring other stuff in there. So I was thinking that mini golf is what popped in my head.
Yeah, that's true too.
Mini
720
golf.
Vending, you're at 35,000 almost. Holy cow, that's awesome. Nice. Dang. Mulberry Vending says Rockstar
It's the
style.
shorts. The shorts
The shorts are where
drive
it's
the
at.
traffic.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Very cool. Okay, I caught up. Yay! I caught up in the comments. So anyways, yeah, so Gabriel's getting his machine shipped Friday. He's all excited. That was a very cool giveaway. Another giveaway from AZ Amusements. The Clog Cubes are available now if you guys want to get some of those. We have them in the warehouse. We've just got a huge container full in, so if you guys are looking for those. But that is a pretty cool giveaway. So when I saw this thing, I freaked out in person. It
Heck
was,
yeah.
I mean, he had talked about it to me, oh, you guys should get one, and I'm like, I don't know, and and then I saw it, and I was like, oh man, that's cool. So very cool machine. 720 Vending, Captain Namco says thanks. He's growing, and he said thanks. It's a snail's pace. That's like us. Our channel is a snail's pace. So, but it's just kind of how it goes, and I think it's just about people finding you and that kind of stuff. I wanted to go back up a little bit. I did miss one that I wanted to do for Gabriel. Is that two people mentioned DaVinci Resolve. So if that's something that you're looking for, that I think it's free to a minimum or to a point, right? Yeah, and then after a certain point, either you want more features or whatever, you got to pay for it. But it's a good free start.
For basic, it's great. But if you want all the extra bells and whistles that you really want to start adding extra features into your videos, you're going to have to start paying.
Right. So, and that's, sometimes simpler is better, honestly. Like, I mean, ours are, like iMovie's not anything fancy, and like, the stuff that Matt does and Quick Play does and Jaime and even David, some of the Davis stuff that David does on his videos is like way more advanced than what we do. So, in 720 Vending, yours, I mean, you got stuff on yours too that I don't know. What do you use? You said
Clipchamp.
Is that the one that you do on your phone, or is that the one?
No, I do it on my Windows laptop.
Okay. Very cool. So we won't mention that comment about pirating things. We won't talk about that. That's not okay. So we haven't even chose a date, honestly, when we're gonna do the giveaway, guys. We just sort of, we usually do what, 3 months?
Well, we just got approval for the prize, right? So we still
Right.
got to figure out all the logistics of how we're going to have you sign up, right? And how we're going to give it away and when we're going to give it away. I know we want to be able to give something away at IAPA, but I don't know if this is this going to line up with that, or is that going to be about the time frame? Because I feel like August, September, October, and then like 2 weeks
It's a
into
long
November.
time.
It
it's
won't.
kinda like-
we should do
It'll
it
go too
midway.
long. This one, I don't think either of them. They're going to be in the middle of, because I think, it won't line up because the next one starts and then leads into January, like to the beginning of January or so. January, February, March. Yeah, and then and then we run the last one January through March for the MBVA. So it won't, unfortunately. We can always give something else away if we can come up with something to give away on top of it. There's no reason we can't. Maybe either Kevin or somebody might have something up their sleeve they want to throw out there. Even if we did like
we'll keep working on it.
A bunch of T-shirts or something cool.
We'll
like
definitely keep working on it.
Something easy. So, Waco's Car Wash channel, elevators, and more. Got it down now. Wants to know, Matt, are you planning on putting a giant gumball machine on location?
Not right now, but you never know for the future. Who knows?
Man, that machine is cool. So I didn't realize how big it was till I saw it at MBA, and I was like,
that thing is huge.
They're huge.
It is huge, for sure.
You literally have to climb a ladder to fill it.
Yeah. Literally, true. Very true. So other things going on. So in the Discord,
I
Go
was
ahead.
going to say, sorry. I had people messaging me in the Discord about the next insurance, and they just wanted me to clarify
Oh
some
yeah, you want to
stuff.
talk about that? Yes, please
Yeah,
do.
is that okay, real fast? Just to
Yeah.
clarify
No,
things.
we need to because people been asking.
And really a shout out to those who really wanted me to know, do all this research. So I appreciate everyone's support in Discord, and if you guys can help me spread the word and so we can have it all verified. So the next insurance does cover your claw machines. It does cover your vending machines, your bulk vending, all type of vending. When you sign up and you click on vending, they do. I did get that verified. They do cover all the vending like we were planning on and signed up for. So they
No
do
matter where
cover
they
it.
are.
Multiple
Yeah, no
locations.
matter. Well, minus a few states, they said there are a couple states, but they won't let you sign up if you're not covered in that state. So if
Okay.
you're in a state that doesn't cover, then you're not. It's just going to be you have to go with a different insurer. But for the majority of the United States, you are covered. So just be aware of that. And yes, the liability covers your whole entire route. Just be when you fill it out, they want to know what your estimated value of transactions you do in gross sales, whatever, and that will judge how many locations. Like they don't care how many locations, they just want to see what your gross sales are, how much action you have.
Okay.
And then so you just put what you estimate and sorry, and that will cover it all. Where they only do one coverage of is when you do not liability, property damage. So if you're setting up into a, like, let's say, a mall location, you can set that one up as your property coverage and put that in address down and add that to your insurance. But that's when you're limited to just one with Next. So it's doing
Ah.
property. That's when you're limited. But so they cover that property of whatever location you put down there. And I'm sure you can add a second property. It's going to be more to your premium. You'll have to
Yep.
probably special contact them. But that's when it's limited per location. But with Next Insurance, you are covering your entire route for liability up to $1 million. Or actually, I think they even have a $2 million policy. But
I got the $2 million one.
you got to, yeah, it's pretty much the same price. Honestly, you're talking
It's like
about difference of 50
$25 a
cents.
month.
Yeah, 50 cents more expensive. But I wanted to, to give a shout out to those who've been asking in the Discord. I know that's been a
Well,
question.
thank
If you
you. I
guys
mean,
can spread
you
the
spent
word
quite a
and
bit of
let them
time on
know.
it, David. So thank you
What-
for doing that. Because I mean, you spent a couple hours,
For sure.
on the phone and all that, going over everything. So
Oh, I just kept forgetting though. That was the thing. It was like when I tried calling, it was a weekend, and then I forget. Like I forgot the first few days because I was just busy doing my mall, getting ready for the mall and the giveaway. And then I remembered, and it was the weekend, and I didn't even try to call on the weekend because if they're probably closed or they'd be really busy. I thought. And then obviously today I had some time when I was driving around, so I got a hold of them. So yeah, just wanted to clarify that. So
well, thank you for looking into that though, because people were concerned, and so that gives
yeah.
them a little more clarification. So,
Well, and
Captain
Larry
Namco,
Treasure
go ahead.
really helped me out with that too. Sorry, Larry Treasure helped me out get that phone number started to their direct agent. So that was good.
Nice. So Captain Namco want to know how you sign up. So we're gonna create just like we did with the Galaxy. We're gonna create a link in the Discord, and you basically just enter in the Discord like we did last time. That worked out really good, and our goal is to get as many members in our Discord as we can, because we want to be able to get more promotions and more discounts and that kind of stuff. And the bigger pool of people in there we have, the more or I want to use broken English, the better it looks, when you talk to these people and you're
Oh
like,
yeah.
this is 2,000 people that all they do is vending,
Quick plays
so
here.
Yeah. Quick play
oh,
in the
Yeah, I was
look
gonna
comments
say,
at
says
they just
did
showed up.
someone say giveaway? Smash that like button, guys.
that. Nice.
What's up, guys?
So
Well,
I mean, and I'm sure that they saw that machine there too, because they were, we lived at that expo. So I mean, they probably played around with it too. But that's just a very cool machine. So
I, I
smash the
wish it
like
was
button, please. I've actually got to go on my phone and do it because I haven't done it on. I don't have the right computer here. So
I'm working on talking to Cantaloupe to see if I can get a discount code with them for their readers too, for everyone.
I think it's cool you got that going, man. That's really neat. So that's a whole nother thing. And I've been trying to get them to do those Pico Minis because we really like those on those green light Pico Minis. We like them on our full line, but they just don't have a pulse cable. So I haven't been able to get those going either. But those are good machines too, but it just doesn't work with amusement. So we've been kind of screwed.
As soon as the Engage as soon as I get the Engage with the Pulse, I will be getting more of those.
Nice, for sure. So QuickPlay says he has two Next Insurance, or they have two Next Insurance plans: liability for all their machines, and then property damage for all machines located in their arcade. So the
Nice.
one location
Yeah.
that we're talking about, that's what we're talking about. And then that's great. That's perfect. That's what you want. So very easy to sign up. We have a link in our Discord. You guys can sign up in there. There's actually a whole channel just on that, or not a channel. Yeah, there's a whole channel on insurance in the Discord. So you guys can look it up in there also.
Thank you so much, QuickPlay, for that too.
Yeah.
I see. That's how I had so much confidence in QuickPlay in Nexus, because I remember hearing QuickPlay. I'm like, if QuickPlay has it, sign me up, and that's what I did.
Right.
Right.
I
love
don't
having
know.
Does it
Did
cover-
he give you a list of what states weren't covered, or no?
The sales agent said that he wasn't sure on which states, but if you were to sign up and it wasn't covered in your state, then you wouldn't be able to sign up. They won't insure you.
Oh, so it doesn't matter.
they'll let you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, it does matter, but in the sense, like, if you're going to sign, you're not going to just sign up and pay for insurance that doesn't cover you. Is basically, unless you lie about your address or something. So.
Well, I know that another option which we had before was State Farm. So that's another option. It's more expensive. It's about double the price. But if you can't get Next Insurance, that would be another option for you. And they do vending and full liability and all that stuff. So that's an option for you if it's not in your state. So everybody's saying thank you to David.
Thank you.
Does the Next Insurance cover if it's damaged or stolen?
You can get. Well, I think that's
the property coverage.
Right.
Coverage. I would say just on that one location. And to me, when the claw machine, and when you get, you're really hands on. Most of the problems I've had with claw machines are just people breaking the joystick or something like that over time. It's very simple to fix. The parts are super cheap. I wouldn't even never make a claim if I ever had a claim, unless it was obviously they go if I had QuickPlay and had the arcade and someone went with a hammer and just said,
if I do an arcade, I'm definitely getting the whole property coverage.
Yeah. I don't even think I can't speak for QuickPlay, but I assume when they had people break in their coin pushers, they didn't even claim it. They have that there, but I doubt they even made a claim on their coin pushers. They went out there and fixed it themselves and that's how I feel about the claw machines. Claw machines are so simple. The claw machines are the easiest machines to work on.
Right.
Yep, that's how I am too. I always decided too that to opt out of that extra equipment insurance, because if something happens, I'm just going to handle it myself anyway.
Yeah.
But some places require, I imagine the reason why QuickPlay has it is because the malls would require property damage, and that's probably why they do it. But then they just fix everything themselves because they're handy people.
That's one thing in this industry is become handy on work fixing your own stuff. It'll save you thousands of dollars on repairs.
And half the time you can't even find somebody to do the work for you.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I know that with ours, I mean, we've had ours almost 2 years now, and the only thing we've ever replaced is one joystick and one button. That's it.
Yeah.
And all the time that we've had them. So,
and that's kind of common for repairs.
Yeah, and that's just because they smack them around. You know what I mean? They hit them hard and they pull on the handles. And I don't know why, but every kid you see, or every fifth or sixth kid that walks by the thing is going to go hang on the.
That's what I always say. It's like they're hanging on the joystick and they got their feet on the cabinet, pulling themselves up. It's like, how do you do that, kid?
Well, it's funny. So I go to my local. I got a membership now at this Golfline Sunsplash, and inside Golfline they have arcades. And I don't want to talk bad about any type of mini, but this is the mini I would stay away from. It's called the Mighty Mouse Mini. They actually have a Mighty Mouse Mini in there. And basically what it is, it's like a Super Mini with the Mighty Mouse logo on there. Mm-hmm. And it's 3 times the cost of a Super Mini. So you're paying for the logo. And that thing's so beat up. And they don't even have the Mighty Mouse anymore on there because it got destroyed. It's in a very high traffic area. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I would never go with that kind of mini because, I do my own repairs and stuff like that. And the joysticks get broken off so many times and in a location like that. But I was just thinking, wait, why was I bringing this up? I was talking about we do our own repairs, but don't go with I guess my moral of the story was don't buy a Mighty Mouse Mini when you can get a Super Mini for a third of the price, which is the same price.
Yeah, for sure. Austin B says Hartford Insurance is another option. So if you're looking for other insurance that you could sign up for,
I
and
need to
can't.
check that out too.
Okay,
So
that's another
watch.
one. So we'll look into that for you guys. Cassandra says that policies are statewide for Next. So when you put in your address, they'll let you proceed or not. So you'll know whether or not you can sign up for Next when you go on their website. And then Quick Play says they used to have Hartford, and then they went with Next Insurance. So he said, so then Quick Play says they've never made a claim on insurance so far. We would only do that if the machine was destroyed, honestly. So, and that's the
Yeah.
same thing. I mean, parts are so cheap for these machines that, I mean, it doesn't cost hardly anything to fix them, and you'll make that back in one day. I mean, it's not like you're going to be out a bunch of money. So definitely, we, like I said, I mean, knock on wood, we haven't had any problems with anything other than a jammed mech or like a DBA with coins in it or something like that, but nothing serious. Have you had any problem with your gantries at all, David, on any of yours?
Yeah, so I've had a few faulty gantries throughout the years. Just very rarely, and gantries are really easy to repair. Like honestly, you could just pull them out and
Put a new
repair
one
them
in.
and put a new one in and repair it in your comfort of your house. Like Galaxy Games did a repair on that one
Yeah.
that he got.
Yep.
I remember he was working on it. It was turned out to be a motor. Anyways, it's pretty much like that, but only a smaller scale. And
Yeah,
you can
Matt is like the 720 vending of claw machines when it comes to fixing
Well,
things.
I just like the price when they're broken at the auction because they go for a lot cheaper. And
Yeah.
like that Happy House machine, that's probably a $1,500 machine. I got it for I think $500 because it was broken.
Oh,
Yeah.
that reminded me. I was on what's that app called? OfferUp, and someone was selling their claw machine for like $500, and I didn't want it, but it was it was just like the one that you got, neon claw machine. I forget what it's
Neon
called.
World?
It's not like Neon World. So I don't know. I don't think it's exactly the same, but
Those are good
the
machines.
same
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. So they had a bad gantry, and they said they didn't know how. It's like everything works on it. Just get a motor. It does. The
Probably
gantry
the
doesn't
string
work.
was wrapped wrong or something silly like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
it
something
looked like
came off the
a
hook.
simple repair. And I thought to myself, man, if I did larger claw machines more often, I would totally be into
I would have
that,
bought it for $500.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Those the minis, I was like, when I first got them at my house, I looked at them, I looked at everything in detail on them. It's like if a micro switch breaks on one of those, on either the joystick or the button, it's like you're spending 30 cents for a new button, a new micro switch. It takes about 30 seconds to change it out and you're back up and
Yeah.
running.
That's it.
Yeah, and you can even replace just the whole thing for how cheap they are. I mean, and it replaces the whole micro switch, everything all in one big, like I did on the video that I made. You might as well. I mean, for how cheap they are, you might as well just put a whole new one on there and then not worry about it for a year.
I
That's
actually do have a gantry with a broken micro switch, and I got, I get tons of extra parts from Rainey. She sends it to me, and I just have to tear it apart and just fix it real fast. It's
Yeah,
on one of my original OGs. It's so simple.
nice.
So.
I got a bucket of spare parts that I've stripped out of soda machines,
Same.
and there I got a bucket full of micro switches. So if one goes bad, I'll just grab it out of my parts bucket.
I know. I've literally got parts everywhere. It's there's like sometimes if I need to find something, I don't even know where it's at, but I know I've got it somewhere. That's
Right.
my
Yeah,
problem.
I think I sent you a motor once, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still on my shelf too.
Bergie says going to sleep. Said, all right, y'all, I'm out. Have an awesome night. Must be later there.
You too. Thank you for supporting.
Brawlicon's here. Said,
Hey,
Brawlicon.
Brawlicon.
I got Hartford Insurance now in Florida. If you need a separate property, you need a separate property insurance. General liability doesn't cover the machines due to the water, meaning hurricanes or flooding. Good to know. So when we did State Farm,
Yeah.
it was the same way. You had one that was liability and one that was the equipment. So we had to have two separate policies, but
Yep.
they were part of one umbrella policy. But it was like $600 for the year. So it's pretty pricey. It's about double.
That's my current setup. That's why I only have the liability and I opted out of the equipment because I'm just
Yeah.
going to fix it myself anyway.
Yeah, that's true. My concern was like if something fell on somebody and then or whatever, and we had to replace it. And our biggest thing was we have brand new machines in our full line, so that was what I was more worried about was those. So that's why I'm kind of worried about it. Terica TV's here. Hey guys.
Hey, Terica.
Hey Terica, how are you? So he said Austin B says that he turns into the Hulk if anybody messes with his machines. So he turns green and starts destroying.
I mean,
things.
it's going to happen, Austin. So just remember that. Chalk it up as the cost of doing business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always try to avoid when I'm there at locations, like at the mall, I had people shaking the machine a little bit, not like intensely, but I'm like thinking to myself, I like part of me is like go over there and stop them, but I have to let the babies go because
you're not going to be there all the time to watch.
I'm not going to be there all the time,
right?
And
exactly.
It was they ended up being really good customers. They probably spent like $15, and they won a Luigi.
Captain Namco says if anyone wants to see how I load machines, really think about restocking videos. He's got a bunch, you guys. So he does a lot of videos. That's what we were talking about earlier. If you want to see him stock his machines, he's somebody good to watch with claw machines because he does it start to finish, which is awesome. And he said he also has he said he has a video for you too, David. He's got one on the Neon World Claw.
So changing the strength of the claw. See, that would be important. And that's what's great about Namco. Namco actually shows he gets down and dirty on those claw machines. It takes a while sometimes to stock them to make them look nice.
Yeah,
and he does a great job.
He does for sure. So is this
hello
Boricua in Utah? Is it Boricua? Boricua? No help, guys. Thanks.
What?
I gave you that puppy dog.
He's a viewer of my channel for a long time.
Yeah, so he says, hope everybody's doing well, or he or she shouldn't say that. They say, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm sorry if I totally messed up your name. I apologize. I do not know how to pronounce that. White Tiger Vending has a question, wants to know, does anybody have any luck with those gumball, bouncy ball, pinball machines?
I think Quick Play had luck with those back when they had that pizza shop location. You remember that? Those old videos they had where they had the pizza shop? I think they did pretty well with one of those. And that machine might be now at they have like an antique shop where they have a space at, or it might even be in the arcade. I can't remember at this point. I don't know if Quick Play's still here.
I think it's at the antique shop.
Yeah, it might be. But I know it does decent, depending on what else is around it.
Well,
because remember, when you got multiple machines in one location, they're all competing for the quarter.
Right. Yeah, Sam's got one that's a golf one that we found. Somebody just wanted to get rid of at one of our locations and said, "Would you want to just take this thing?" And it's a golf one, but it's got the little things where you move that you hit the little pinball things at the bottom and it drops the gumballs down. And he's got in this room, so it's just like we're vending everywhere in our house. We just love it. It's so much fun. So he didn't help me with the spelling, but he says he's in Puerto Rico. So I don't know how to pronounce it still, but I'm guessing it's Boricua.
We'll go with Boricua. That sounds fine.
Okay. That guy 3D Print says he's back. Oh, he says he's Jorge or George. So
there you go.
Nice. So if that guy 3D Prints wants to know if we announced the giveaway, we might as well talk about it again. It's been another half an hour. Who wants to talk about it this time? I'll bring it up again.
I'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to give away another claw machine from azamusements.com. This time it's the Cube Factory. You're looking at the machine top down to play it. Whole different view, whole different machine. Even more value than the last Galaxy machine. I'm still kind of part and parcel to the Galaxy machine, but this one is even, different and cool, with lots of great LED lights to make it look good. We don't have all the instructions together yet for how to register, but it's going to be done the same way through the Discord server. You're going to fill out a form, and we don't have a date as to when we're going to give it away yet. But again, azamusements.com is the donation of the claw machine. So thank you to azamusements.com for this claw machine.
Yeah, very cool. Thank you so much, Grant, for doing this. And I mean, it's a $2,400 prize. You can't beat it. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So, I mean, very cool prize and something totally different. I think that's the best part is that it's, I had to put the dog in the room because she was yelping and stuff. So I put her in there. Not for very long. It's only for like 15 minutes. So, sorry, guys. I getting yelled at. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
We got to hear it.
Yeah,
You're
I
a
know.
bad
Sorry.
boy.
And we are halfway through the stream, which means it's time for Mulberry Vending to show up with the super chat. Look at
Oh,
that,
did
Mulberry
you?
Vending.
Let me go. Okay. Oh,
Jumping.
thank you.
I swear,
Oh,
she sits there with a countdown watch ready to go, and as soon as that halfway mark hits, boom!
Nice.
Thanks, Mulberry.
How far is she away from South Carolina? Isn't she near you somewhere or
It's
close
probably
to
at
you?
least an 8-hour drive. But her and I
Oh,
were,
is
were
it?
talking in
Okay.
Discord today about, she was asking about a stacker machine. And I said, once these new machines come out, you need to make a trip to South Carolina, take one of them off my hands.
Yeah. Are you gonna be buying the new versions of them for your locations? Or what
So
are you
I'm
gonna do?
probably going to get away from the stacker, at least at the game store location. What I want to do is I want to do some new machines there, obviously. The plan is to replace stacker with one of those key catcher machines with a lot of different Pokemon prizes inside in the prize lockers and have some fun with that. I want to add, of course, the Niax credit card reader to that. I want to add a Niax credit card reader to the barber cuts and possibly that hot stuff claw machine, and then pull both of the bulk trading card machine and pull the Pokeball machine and replace both machines with one, the new electronic bulk vending machine.
Nice.
So that's my plan. You know, it might have to go in stages, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to place an order for 3 new machines right now. I'm just kind of waiting till they're all available.
very cool.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. Well, thank you, Mulberry Vending, for the $10 super chat. That is awesome. We really appreciate it, and thanks for doing it every week, which she does, which is really cool. And
Yes.
supporting us. I think it's just so cool. Everybody's so supportive in the Discord with everything, and it's cool because I was actually driving. Well, I shouldn't say I was driving. I was riding today in the car while Natalie was driving, and like I was just on Discord, just watching all the interactions that were coming in, and I kind of chime in a few times, but I was just like, man, everybody's just helping each other. It's just such a cool thing,
It's a great community for sure.
It is, yeah, it's very cool. So thank you everybody that helps everybody else, and it's what's really cool too is that it's built such a community that you have people like Brian, like Sweet Treat King, and and somebody is like, oh, where do I get some Pokeballs? And he's like, oh, I'm out right now, but call Eli, over at ENT Vending, he's got some. And I mean, how cool is that? Like they're all helping each other no matter what, and it's just a great feeling that people just want people to succeed regardless of whether people buy things from you or not or whatever. I just think that's really cool. So anyways, very cool. So anything else going on for you guys as far as let's see, I'm trying to think. So David, you got your mall set up, so you're going strong on that, and then you got some more locations coming, right?
Yeah. So I just set up today. I set up my next native. I got my 4th native grill, and that's that little short I put up today.
Yeah, it was like 12 seconds. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. I just was showing kind of an update. That was my 4th account with them, and they actually, I feel really bad. I told them I didn't want to do this, but they the owner had me. So I went in there, the store, when I first found the native grills, and I talked to the regional manager, and they let me put in a machine because they already had a claw machine there. And I asked them if they had any other locations that didn't have any, and they're like, "Yeah, we have 3 other stores, and they don't have claw machines, but they wanted to give me a trial period, so they let me go into the one in Queen Creek." And they loved it so much they had me go into their 2 Tucson locations. And like, for example, I wrote them a $735 check for 2 weeks at just one location. The other location for 2 weeks is a little bit, it's their slower one. I did about $400 with them, and the other one is about $700 also in 2 weeks. And so I've been writing these checks for them, and they kicked out apparently the other vendor, and they called me up yesterday and they said, we kicked out the other vendor. We gave him opportunity to upgrade his machines and get credit card readers, and he wouldn't do it. So we gave him a notice and he left. We want you in there. I'm like, whoa, that kind of caught me off surprise. Like, I feel really bad. I told him I didn't want, I was never, like, I was straight with them. I'm like, I'm not trying to take anyone's spot. I just wanted to encourage my machines in your other stores that don't have the room for a bigger claw machine. And they ended up kicking that guy out, and they told me they want me in there. They want me in all 4 accounts. So I ended up going in there. I do feel really awful about that, but they said they made the decision. Kind of caught me off guard on that, so that was pretty exciting. I feel honored, though. I'm definitely honored to be in there.
So speaking of locations, since she's not in the room right now, I'll
Oh,
I gotta talk about Amelia because
Oh yeah, she's
we
funny.
last week was, well, actually, yesterday, was it yesterday, David, or the day before? I had to call you because I was so excited. But last week
It was
and
yesterday, wasn't
yesterday,
it?
I think it's yesterday. Um, we went out looking for locations. So we ordered some Golden House machines. We ordered 12 of them, and then we had 6 that were in the garage from before. So we had 18 machines that we have to get out. And so her and I hit the streets last week, and in one day, out of we went to 8 locations. She landed 5. And when we went yesterday, we went to 6 locations, and she landed all 6. And I gotta
Yeah.
tell you guys, like, we go in there, and those people that are just getting started, you can do this. It's not as hard as you think. She's 11 years
Absolutely.
old, and yes, she's cute, and that, that goes a long way. But she handles herself so well that, I mean, it almost makes me cry because I'm so excited for her and so proud of her, because the owners, what they do is they come up to the counter, and they see her, and they're like, "Can I help you?" And she's like, "Yeah." And she pulls out her flyer, and she has her little box that she made, and she says, "My name's Amelia. I'm 11 years old, and I have my own business." And the first thing that every single business owner does is looks up at me like, "What?" Like, like,
yeah.
"Are you kidding me?" Like, with that look on their face, like this dumbfounded kind of like, "Are you kidding me?" look. And then she goes into her spiel like a full-on
Like a
25-year-old person
like a
would,
boss.
like a boss.
Like a
I don't
boss.
have that sound effect, but
Like a
she
boss.
she does the full spiel. I do mini claw machines. This is what they look like, and we didn't have our real flyers because Mom had taken the car, so we borrowed my dad's truck, and so we just had some old flyers that just had like a picture of one of the other machines that we have, and she's like, "But it looks kind of like this, but then this," and she's like describing it, and she tells them, "I come every week, I service it, I take care of it, I clean it, I order all the product, I choose what goes in it." It takes up no space at all. It's 13 inches wide by 18 inches deep. All I need is a plug, and I really think this would be a great location for it. And they just stop and they just like freak. You know what I mean? Like they don't know what to say. And like, anybody can do this. You guys can do this. If it takes a little bit of time to get your spiel down, but she handles herself. I mean, I don't think it would matter if she was 11 or if she was 25. The way that she does it, and the way that she presents it to people is like they have there's no recourse. Like she's already handled all the objections of what they would ask her before she's done talking. So she talks about the size of it. She talks about it needs a plug. She talks about how often she comes to service it. She talks about how she puts her own stuff in there, how she cleans it, how she, you know what I mean? Like she covers all the bases in her spiel before they even say a word. And they don't know what to say other than, wow. That's usually what they say is like, wow, that's incredible. And how old are you? 11. Oh, that's
Hmm.
great. And they're like, so what is it? Kind of explain it to me a little bit more, and she'll tell them more about the machine. She's like, it takes credit cards, it takes change, it takes dollar bills. She's like, it takes all different kinds of payment. She's like, I can see how it's doing from my phone, and whether it's on or off, and if it's working. And she's like, she does the whole thing, and all by herself. And so it can be done, and I want to talk about it because like I'm so damn proud of her, because a year and a half ago it was one sentence that came out of her mouth, and now it's a full spiel. And I stand there with her little boxes of those little boxes, and she goes, "Can I have a box?" I'm like, "Yeah." I just had her a box, and that's all I do. I just stand there with her and hold the flyers and the boxes, and she does the rest. And she got an awesome sandwich shop. She got a Cold Stone Creamery. She got a like a diner, but it's like a total 50s retro diner, which is really cool. And they're open 7 days a week, and they do breakfast. Like, it's kind of like a
Nice.
Denny's
Nice.
where it's
Yeah.
like 24-hour day breakfast in like an old downtown part of town. She went into, which was the best one, which I didn't even talk about this. Sorry, I'm going off and on, but you guys can stop me if you need to. But she went into one of her locations, and this will happen, and I know it happens to David all the time, and it'll happen to you guys too, but she walked into a candy store, and it's candy and shaved ice and ice cream. And she walked in and she said, "Hi, my name is Amelia, and I have my own business and whatever." She goes, "Are you that girl? Are you the girl that does the mini claw machines and like over there at the grocery store?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's me." And she goes, "I've been trying to get a hold of you." She said, "I saw your flyer in the thing, but it was covered up with toys. And so I asked the manager to get your number." She's like, "I want your machine in here." And she's like, "Oh, really?" And she goes, "Oh, yeah. And I have another one that's in this other town. And I want you to do both of them." So she got 2 locations.
That she technically didn't even have to ask for.
No. And I
So
mean,
cool.
but that happens to David all the time. That's kind of newer for us. We'll maybe get one of those, or every couple months or something. They don't come as often as like what David gets a lot of referrals, but having a flyer in your machine, having your phone number on your machine. I see a lot of machines for people that don't advertise your business, or you could always have a sticker made that just says, "If you want one for your business, call me." I know there's a guy in the Discord, Bandito. He actually set up a website that when you go over and you scan the QR code on his machine, it goes to there and it has all his information on there and right on their phone. So, I mean, there's that kind of stuff you can do too, but advertise yourself, talk about what you're doing and show off. We have our social media stuff on our machines, and we have our flyer in the back saying thank you for your business with our phone number so people can call us. There's one restaurant that's called us because of that, and then now this one. But we had too many toys in there covering up the phone number. So, I don't think she looked well enough because we have our phone number in other places on the machine, but she probably just didn't see it. But which probably shows a lot of what we need to pay attention to. So, but anyways, I'm just really proud of her because we ordered these machines, and we haven't had a hell of time to go out. She started cheerleading a week ago, and she's been like into cheerleading, and so I was like, I kind of had to pull her away from the house to get her to go do it those 2 days, and she just nailed it. So you guys can do it. It's not as hard as you think. Definitely flyers help. David has an awesome video that he did on finding locations. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Maybe he can put it in the Discord, another link. But it
I
shows
actually have a voice recording of getting that native grill too. Like I recorded
nice.
talking to the manager, and I ended up getting that location during that recording too. That was really
The
nice.
one you did, it was called like how to find locations in 2023 or something like that. And it
Wait on me.
had the where you use Google Maps and then you look at the
Oh yeah.
pictures of the inside of the store. I mean, that's gold. So if you guys are looking for
Oh.
that kind of, I mean, David did an awesome video on that to help you
Oh,
find
thank you.
locations. We have that one on the little boxes that she uses, and those are great. People are just happy to get stuff. We've had 3 people tell us that they wish it was cookies, joking. So maybe put cookies in there instead of toys. I don't know, but it's, there's a lot of options with that. But there's definitely a lot of help out there, and there's people that made flyers that'll help you make flyers. And so anyways, I had to go on.
I almost got myself a 50 diners location before too. Did I tell you that story? What happened?
No.
I went over there, was having a great conversation, talking to the manager, and they were getting they said they were going to give me the information to the owner and stuff, and they sounded interested. Well, I was leaning over the counter, and they had a dry erase board with all their specials and prices, and I got a belly, and apparently my wife like nudged at me like, "Dave, you just erased all their stuff. Their specials of the day and everything."
Oh, no.
So I was really embarrassed. I was supposed to come back, but I never did come back because I was like, that was embarrassing. So be careful when you lean over counters. Make sure there's no specials of the day. So, yeah,
I may
and
have
like
to
the
talk to the
lady
50s diner up near
drew
me.
on it, like it was artistic. Like they drew on there with their different colors of dry erase board. It was really nice drawings, and they were all gone on my belly. So I never went back over there.
Oh, that's a good story.
That's pretty funny. So I mean, I think that too, if you guys can involve your kids in any way, it's awesome. I mean, like, it's just great that she has no problem talking to any adult at any time for anything, and wherever we're somewhere, she's always the first one, like, I'll go ask, I'll go take care of it, or I'll do it, or whatever. And I'm like, man, that's just awesome. The confidence that it builds of, and she feels good about saying, I've got my own business, and this is what I do. And she loves it, and she's proud of what she does. So I think it just builds confidence and all that. So
She's a cool kid, though. Cool, I bet.
it's very cool. Yeah. So, and then the kids, like I told you, I think a while ago, we had a stream, and they were kind of teasing her at school. They saw her picture in the machine, and now it's totally the opposite. Now it's like, you know, all her friends are like, "Oh, how much money did you make?" You know, and when, you know, where are you going next? And where's your other machines at? You know, they're asking her questions and stuff. She's like, "Oh, no," you know, she's too cool for school, you know, but she likes it, so it's good. It definitely brings up a lot of
She's
positive
probably
stuff.
her business generates more money probably than her teachers. That's sad.
Right?
Sad but true. Yeah.
It is sad but true.
Hey, another super chat just came in, guys.
It's Waco's Car Wash channel, elevators, and more. Again with the $5 super chat. Thank you guys so much. Slim Chickens. Have you guys ever heard of it? That's where he works. No.
Mm-mm.
You don't have to tell where that is, but maybe say what state it is, because I've never ever heard. We have Chick-fil-A here.
He's in Texas, I think.
Maybe he's in Texas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Waco, duh.
I mean,
that's why we keep you around, Matt. It's because you're the smart one.
Maybe Los Pollos Hermanos over there or something. I don't know.
No, I've never heard of that.
Make it that
yeah,
reference,
Waco, Texas. Yeah,
Does anybody use timers on their machines?
Say it again.
Does anybody use timers on their machines?
Yes.
We did at one location. We ended up moving the machine from that location because the mom kept unplugging it at night. But they do work really well, and they have ones on Amazon that you can do on your phone remotely.
Yep.
Which are awesome. And those are great. So you can see if it's on or off on your phone. You could change the times that it comes on and off on your phone. And so they cost a little bit more money, but man, they're awesome. Those smart plugs.
I wanted one of. I bought a couple of smart outlets for my two machines, and then both locations only have a public Wi-Fi. They don't have one with a password, and so those smart outlets won't do it. So I got
programmable timers and they're battery backup. So like,
yeah, that's what I got.
In the event that they do come unplugged, they still hold all your settings. But like for my tire location, actually the one I just did the video from today, I needed to reboot the machine once a day, basically. For whatever reason, it would lock up. Kind of like what Jaime was talking about in his video. So I put one of these programmable timers on it, so it reboots every day at 6 a.m. Turns off at 6 a.m., comes back on at 6:02. So to the location, they're none the wiser because it's before they get there. But therefore, it's always taken care of that.
Yeah, and they never know the difference. That's so cool.
Yeah. I have my timers set to come on 15 minutes before the store opens, and they shut off 15 minutes after the store closes.
Well, if especially your one location, if all the waitresses are playing, you might want to keep that on after they close for a while.
I just hit my nose.
Looking forward.
I'm looking forward to the first collection I do on that one.
I'll bet.
Yeah, you just look forward to going back. We all know that we
go have dinner.
Right. Okay, that guy 3D prints. You say you want to start vending when you turn 18. I say why wait? That's just my opinion. There's no reason you need to wait till you're 18. You can start now. Do like Amelia and Sam and start now. And I mean, even if you just bought a candy machine and started, just having that do it. I mean, by the time, I don't know how old you are, or even honor boxes, yeah. But by the time you turn 18, you could be doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think like 13 or 14. I don't remember. Maybe it's 12.
I mean, you might be able to get your parents to help you and do something like with candy machines. They have financing on their machines and stuff like that. And maybe they can do that for you. And then the profits that you make pay for your machines. And then you just pay them off. And then it's all profit after that. And maybe even just be able to start with one machine that ends up paying for itself. And then you can get another one and just keep adding. But now's the time when you're young that you'll get a lot more locations, probably being younger. And going out and hustling and doing your own stuff, man, I say start now. Plus, you're young and you know the toys, you know what people like, I mean, it's just, you got the in right now, man.
Yeah, you got an untapped resource with everyone at school. You get to see what all the trends are, what all the kids are talking about. You get all that good stuff.
Yeah. And then, like Amelia's 11 and Sam's 14. So you're right in the middle if that's how old you are. And they both love it. And I think you would have a blast. And you just need a little bit of support. I know that even Candy Machines they have a young vendors program that they do where they do like a scholarship and stuff for kids every year and all kinds of neat stuff. So there's a lot of help out there when you're young to get started in vending, and I think it's the best time ever. And especially with claw machines, they may seem like they're kind of pricey, but if you figure out how fast they'll pay for themselves, they're not as bad as you think they would be. So I would definitely see if you can get, even if it's your uncle or something to help you do it, but get somebody to help you get one machine and just show them. Take it to like your favorite boba place or your favorite ice cream shop or something like that you're there all the time, the owners, and just go throw it in there and, man, just kill it. I think you would do awesome. So I say don't wait, because when you turn 18, man, you got to be responsible, and you don't want that. Do it now while you can have fun with it. Nobody wants to turn 18 and be responsible. So,
Oh, he's 14.
Oh, he's 14. There you go.
Yeah,
See,
it's like about that age. Yeah.
And Sam does full line, and he loves doing the arcade games and the claw machines, and he's having a blast. And I think that you'd love it. It's just so much fun. So,
how old were you guys when you started vending?
Me?
Well, all of you.
30.
30?
We've been only been doing it a year and a half, so almost 2 years.
200?
Yeah, I'm 200 years old. Yeah, I'm the oldest.
Close.
I've been doing it for about 4 years, so I think I was 32, 31. No, because I started with the soda and snack machine, so 30. I think I was also 30 because I started with the soda and snack machine, like Mike. So.
And you could be like Mike. Mike's been doing it for 8 years, and I mean the knowledge that he has about vending machines and stuff. I mean, you can't get that anywhere, and he still does it, and he enjoys it. So it just goes to show that it's something you can do for a long time, and it's a nice side job, and you can have a real job and still do this on the side too. So you can go to college and then pay for all your gas money and stuff with it, or whatever you want to use it for, bar money or
in college, whatever else you're going to use it for. Right?
Yeah. So White Tiger Vending uses timers, he said, because every time he would visit, it was off. And that's what happened to us, too.
Yep.
We thought that would fix that problem, and it didn't. So that's why we ended up pulling the machine, because she just kept unplugging it with the timer on it. So that didn't work out.
One of my selling points was they had me put at Hooters, they had me put it where their ATM used to be. And it took up smaller than the footprint of the ATM.
I'm sure. Yeah,
Isn't that cool, man? That's so cool.
They go, what do you need? Power.
Yeah, there's this other location that she got. I think she was kind of intimidated because this guy, he came from the back. He's like, he looked like a cook, you know what I mean? And then like she asked for the owner, and he comes walking around, and this guy had to be like 5 feet wide and like 6 foot, 3 feet tall. He was just huge. And he kind of comes up and he just leans on the counter, like right in her face, like, "Can I help you?" And she's just like, she kind of backed up a little bit and did her spiel.
The Incredible Hulk said hello to her.
Yeah, he was huge. And he had like, the wife beater t-shirt on, and like, you know what I mean? Like, he was the owner, and he was like all impressed. And he goes, did you look around to where you want to put it? And she goes, yeah, I think it would work there and there, because she's got it down. She knows where to look.
Yeah.
And she looked for where the plugs were before she even asked and all that stuff. And she goes, yeah, there or whatever. And he's like, oh, And he goes, well, you see that seat you're standing next to right there? He goes, that guy right over there, he comes, he sits there every day, and I don't like it when he sits there. So how about if we put it right there? He was like joking with her and stuff.
That's awesome.
And she goes, oh, okay, that'd be great. And it's like right by the, where you pay, and, so it's like right at the counter. And I'm like, man, it doesn't get any better than that. And he was just so cool. But it's just funny because, that was a super intimidating moment for her. I could tell, because the guy was big, and even I was like, whoa, this guy's big. And then he got like right on the counter, like right in her face. And I'm like, oh shit, so, or excuse me, that shouldn't say bad language, but oh crap, and yeah, so it was sorry, didn't mean to cuss you guys, apologize.
So the first one of the stream. Good job, John.
Thanks. Sorry.
Glad it's on your channel.
Yeah, I gotta bleep that out. So Mulberry Vending says that her son's about to be 14, but he's not very entrepreneurial. He wants to work at Chick-fil-A. They hire at 14. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome. He's going to get working early. That's great that he wants to work. So that's awesome.
That's very cool. Yeah, I had my first job when I was 12. When I was a kid, I was sweeping parking lots for the local grocery store. So they
Nice.
started when I was a kid. There wasn't all the laws and rules and stuff that there is now. But
Yep. I was working in a pizza shop at 14. Also, I'm right there
yeah,
with you.
see,
Because back then, guys, we wanted our own money. We wanted to
Right.
be able to go buy the Nintendo game or whatever it was.
and that's
Mike-
exactly what it was for me because my parents bought me an NES, and like
Oh, yeah,
I wanted every game there was, and they wouldn't buy me. They'd buy me maybe one a month, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I had to buy all the rest of them myself.
One a
So,
month.
yeah, one a month.
My,
That's
my
awesome.
father would take
Yeah,
me to
well, I
one
mean that was cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, how many Nintendo games came out a month? Back then, I
Yeah.
mean, it was.
I mean,
like
I think
a
there's
lot.
like 600 total Nintendo games or 650 or something like that.
Nintendo.
So, and then I
Yeah.
got the Nintendo Power magazines, and they'd
Oh,
release
yeah.
all the games and all that. I'm like, oh man. So that guy 3D Print says my parents are very hesitant, and I need legal permits and LLC, but I don't have an adult that will offer to help me get the legal stuff. So you don't have to have that to get started. We recommend it, but it's not something that you have to have. So if you just want to have a candy machine somewhere or something, you can do that without an LLC or any of that stuff. And even a claw machine, you can do it without having that. You really want to have something that to protect you if you're talking about bigger machines or a bunch of them or something. But that's something that you can work on down the road. But don't let that stop you from getting started. I think you can. Definitely, I would contact Kevin at Candy Machines and tell him you wanted to maybe start with just a candy machine and at least get the kind of see if you even like it. See if you even like going back and collecting and doing all that stuff, and then maybe take that money and buy a claw machine or something. What do you guys think?
Well, it's like a double-edged sword, obviously. So, I mean, obviously, you want to make sure that you're protected, or because anything can happen in this day and age. You never know who's going to try to do what. But, like Jonathan said, if it's a gumball machine and you got one, and you're just going to put it out there, like I probably wouldn't, go out and get an LLC and do all that stuff for one single head gumball machine.
No.
So it just depends on how you want to scale it. So just be smart and work toward getting all that stuff in place.
Especially if it's
Yeah.
all cash.
Right.
Yeah. I almost think that if you want the easiest start, the easiest placing is honor boxes. 14 years old, you should go to contact Dominic
Yeah,
and
Dominic
get
Barbero, yeah.
yourself maybe just the bare minimum. Get 5 or 6 locations. And, 14 years old, if you have a bicycle, you can just ride your bike and have your boxes on your backpack or
Swap
something.
them
I
out.
don't know.
Yep.
100%.
Swap them out. And, it's not like you're going to make millions or anything, but sometimes you'll make $30 per box. And then you're like, okay, well, that's, 120 a month or whatever, 120 every 2 weeks. So,
Yeah, and in 10 months you can buy a claw machine.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how
Exactly.
crazy
By
is
your
that?
15,
Like,
16
that's
year,
cool.
yeah.
Isn't that right? 30.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, it depends on how big. Like if they're doing $30 every 2 weeks, it's $120. You got product cost. So let's say they profit $100 every 2 weeks. That's $200 a month. You times that by 10 months. That's $2,000. So $2,000.
You are so awesome. I love you.
That means
David's our human
$2,000.
calculator.
Right. Oh, dude, you're the man. So, Lodo says you can call me Lodo. He's reposting this. He had a question. Do any of your streamers or chat use a? How do you pronounce
With
that?
Discord?
VoIP or voice over IP.
Okay,
Just
Discord.
oh,
Right.
So
Discord. We went on there a few
I'm
times.
wondering what he means though. If he means for our vending business, because I use Google Voice for my vending business or something like that. So, we can take this question many different ways. So I don't know if you want to clarify in the comments, but I mean technically, yeah, we all use voice over IP because that's what all voice calls are now. So anytime we're talking to each other, whether it be cell phone, whether it be I mean, does anybody even use landline anymore? I don't know. But anyway, it's all done voice over IP these days. So technically, yes, we all use it. Everybody does.
Yeah. It's funny about landline. So I was explaining to my nieces who are 14, 10, and 4 what a landline was. And I had to explain to them that it was on the wall. There was a little dial that you would spin. And that's how you dial the number.
Man, you even remember
and then,
those?
Yeah, I do. I was born in the 80s, so I do remember the spinning thing.
The rotary phones.
Yeah, is that what they're called? And then I
Yes.
remember doing like prank phone calls as a kid. I had my babysitter come over and she taught me prank phone calls. I didn't know how to dial, but she showed me, and we would do the refrigerator running one.
Right.
And then
The old classic.
yeah, the old classic. But then internet came around, and I was about 7 or whatever, dial up. And if someone took the phone off the jack or whatever and stuff, you lose your internet. You'd be like,
Disconnected
no,
you,
your
yes.
download.
And it was always at the end of your Napster download, right? Right before it was done.
Right. Yeah, you're downloading a song forever. 2 megabytes would take like 2-3 hours to download because you're downloading a half a kilobyte a second. If you're lucky, you get like
On your
2 kilobytes.
2400-bit or baud modem, yes.
Oh yeah,
Those
oh
were the
boy.
days.
Then you get a virus.
Kids today just don't even know.
So he said, Level Up Vending says candy machine locations could also lead to crane machines, like we talked about.
Yep.
Also, and build relationships with the location owners, which is awesome. So, sorry guys.
Oh, bless you.
Oh, bless you.
Sorry.
Bless you again.
She has a cat, and I'm not used to having a cat around, so my nose is going nuts. But that's exactly right. And then, like he's saying, you upgrade your location. So, right, even if you started with those honor boxes, and then all of a sudden you bring in a claw machine after you've had that relationship built, that's awesome. So, very cool. So, as he says, do it now, 100%. Yeah,
Do it.
Just do it, like Nike says.
yeah. Keith Arnold said he started at 15. Awesome.
Oh, that's good to know.
So,
I wish I could start when I
she was
joined.
old as sin, and I'm like, yeah, you're not as old as me. We started a year ago, so I know better than
I think
that.
I'm older than Mulberry too. So
Yeah, I know. She's full of baloney. All right, so okay, what else we got? Oh, do you want to talk about the giveaway another time? It's 7:30. We'll do it
Let's
one more
talk
time.
about the giveaway in the last 15 minutes.
Perfect.
Let's do that.
Okay.
So I thought we could talk more about IAPA. We haven't talked about that much today.
Oh yeah, it's true.
So Jonathan, you're going to be there for sure now, right?
100%. Yeah.
So what are you going to be doing in IAPA? Let's talk about
So I am going to be helping Grant in his booth at IAPA. They're having a AZ Amusements booth, so I'll actually be in the booth probably most of the days that we're there, and then at night I have no plans. So
So that means for all of you that want to go to IAPA, you can definitely find and meet Mr. Jonathan Howard from the
That's
Howard
me.
Hospitality Group at the AZ Amusements booth.
Yeah, and see the machines. You know what I mean? See them in
Yes.
person and stuff, which is awesome. And Amelia's going to be there too, so she'll probably be there a little bit of the time in the booth with us. So you can meet her if you want to. She'll be there, and my wife will be there. But they're trying to get David to go, so then they can corral him and his wife and go to Disney World because they want to go to Disney World real bad.
There you
And
go. There you go.
They know that David and his wife are a little bit of a Disney fan, so they want to go with them because they know everything about Disney. So they want them to give them to show them around and stuff. So Mulberry Vending. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say who else is going to be there. As you know, myself and Mrs. Galaxy Games 843 are going to be at IAPA.
Yes.
Quick Play is going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dominic Barbado is going to be there. I know Mulberry's talking about going. I don't know if we say that's for sure yet.
Yep.
And then we talked to Jaime last week, right? And he said maybe. I know he's got a trip planned like the week before, so it depends on that, I think.
He didn't know, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Kevin from Candy Machines will probably be there. I'm 99% sure they're going to have a booth too. So they'll be there.
I would imagine E&T Vending will be there because it's like right down the road for them. I mean, right down the road's a couple hours, but it's only a couple hours.
Yeah.
Dominic said he was going, right? Dominic?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I don't know if
Mike,
he said his
720, what about you? Are you up for it?
I can't do it this year.
No IAPA this year?
No IAPA.
But Vegas next year, though, right?
I plan on Vegas.
All
right,
nice.
Yeah, Vegas.
Our party will be expanding as we slowly take over the NBVA.
I have never been to Vegas.
Oh, really?
That was me up until last year. Or this year.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, Vegas. Everyone in this chat, tell me if you're going to Vegas right now. You got 5 seconds or else you're getting banned. Just kidding. I don't
What's cool, though, Mike, is you probably got a pretty easy flight direct from Denver, right? Because you're not far from Denver. So Denver to Vegas, maybe on like Frontier or something like that would probably be pretty easy.
Yeah, probably pretty cheap, too.
Yeah, for sure. Because Frontier's based out of Denver, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Either that or Southwest.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. I don't know if they have a direct flight, though. But anyway, IAPA November 14th in Orlando, Florida at the Convention Center. It's going to be a great time. Not only will there be lots of machines there for us to go check out and see, there's also going to be a bunch of different stuff related to like amusement type places, amusement parks, amusement centers, all kinds of cool stuff like that. So it'll be a little bit different than the Vegas show,
Right.
which was more based on vending and kind of like that home game room and like stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see what else we might see in IAPA this year. And I'm starting to watch IAPA videos from last year from channels like Arcade Mad and Plush Time Wins and stuff like that. The place looks huge. It's going to be amazing. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think this is like on a grand scale compared to what we saw in Vegas. And I mean, it sounds like you'd think Vegas would be bigger, but this is Vegas plus amusement.
Well, what's funny is, so I've been hearing of IAPA since like years ago, being into like arcade games, and I love amusement parks too. So I'm into all that. So I've been hearing about IAPA for years, and like I only once until I started getting into vending, I hadn't heard about NBVA. So I'm really excited to get to go and see this in person, and I'm really excited to get to go and hang out with everybody again. That was probably the best part of the Vegas trip, was just hanging out with everybody.
It was
It was so much fun. Oh my gosh, Vegas was great. Just hanging out, it was so fun. I loved it.
And that's gonna be a yearly thing now too.
I hate to run, guys, but my laptop's dying.
Okay, man.
We need to get you a backup battery for that laptop. You almost make it to the end every time.
Hey, I'll make my boss buy me a new work laptop. It's a couple of years old. It's time for a new one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a great night, Mike. Thanks for being here.
All right, you too.
So back to comments. Let me go back up here. Everybody's talking about Amelia. Amelia's a pro. Yes, she is.
She's like a boss.
She's like a boss. Go for Vending. Go for Vending's here. Hey, man, how are you?
What up? Hey.
Millions are amazing. My 13-year-old daughter's too lazy. That's awesome. That's funny.
And jump ahead. Another super chat just came in.
Oh, Mr. Enemy Frank's here too.
Oh, he's late.
Oh, man. No, at least
hey, but you made it before we stopped streaming, so welcome. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for the super chat. Very cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for the support all the time, Anime Frank. Sorry you're not in Discord anymore.
Why is he not?
I banned him. Actually, I double banned him.
Sure. Nice. So Austin B wants to know, when is NBVA? It is usually the last week of March.
Yes.
I got it right here.
What do you got?
Okay. The date for 2024 starts on March 19th. Tuesday, March 19th. And will go until Thursday, the 21st. That's the trade show. This year. Yeah, that's his trade show. I don't know if that's when we go. We probably go a day earlier than that.
Yeah, I think last year we went on Monday. We had the conferences on Tuesday. Then we went to the show floor on Wednesday and Thursday. That's how that worked.
Yeah. So, but I want to hang out with you guys longer next year.
I have to say that.
What's funny is, like, I'm always like ready to go home on trips like that. But like that one, I was like, oh, I can't believe it's over. I want to stay longer. Yeah, for sure.
I know. It was so sad saying goodbye. It was so emotional.
I mean, I think that if any of you are in the Discord or in this business at all, like, that is a conference you just have to plan on going to every year, regardless. Mm-hmm. I mean, not just because of the conferences and stuff like that, but it's just the camaraderie of meeting everybody and hanging out and just
possibly quick play in person.
And keep in mind too, there's a lot of people there that are part of the NBVA, and like you get involved in all kinds of like mixers and dinners and like get-togethers and breakfast and like where you network. And there's so many people that have so much knowledge there that like are way more knowledgeable than us.
Yeah,
we've only been doing this for 4 or 5 years, right? Where these people have been doing it for 30 years or 40 years, and like they have so much more knowledge and so many more tips and tricks, like. That stuff, like I want to get more into that next year too, and like talk to more people about all that kind of stuff, because we were a little thrown off this trip, right? We were a little thrown off.
I think that the coolest part for me too was being, at a location where Sega's there, Bandai America's there, like all these huge companies on the amusement side too that were, that make the video games that we all love going to. Yeah. Dave and Buster's and playing or whatever.
Roth Rose was there, LEI, like all those big companies that you go and you see those names on all those machines at every arcade you go to were there. And we got to meet them, we got to play their games, we got to learn all about them. We get to learn like all the power requirements and how many amps each machine takes and how much they cost and like all that crazy stuff. It was really cool.
It was fun. It was so fun. And then playing the arcades with you guys. Matt throwing the perfect pitches every single time. Jonathan Howard's wife beating us and racing all the time. Oh, that was
She's
great. I could never beat
ridiculous,
her.
man.
Natalie was so good at that asphalt game.
I had
Asphalt
no
9,
idea
yes.
she had those skills like that.
Oh my gosh. So
She was teasing me about it too when she saw when we first got there. She's like, "Oh, you know
Yeah.
we're racing," and I'm like, "I hope so. That'd be fun." And she goes, "No, we're racing." I'm like, "Oh, it's like that."
like,
And then she
"This
beat
is
us
happening."
all, and I was like, "Man!" She even beat the rep that was in the booth, and I'm like, "Geez." The guy.
Well, what's funny,
we love
yeah,
that game.
when we went to Atlantic City, they had multiple Asphalt 9s there. So I made Mrs. Galaxy Games 843 play it.
I
in our
saw that
video,
one.
Yeah, I made her play it.
Yeah, and she was like her, where she had to learn about the button where you spin the car and all
Yes.
that. And that's what made that game great, was the
How
fact
you knock others off the track. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was so much
man,
fun. So
that
much
was a
fun.
cool game.
And just, of course, the motion too is awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. Is it sad that I'm more excited about the convention than Christmas?
Right.
As long as you're not more excited about the conference than your anniversary coming up, then you'll be okay.
Oh, yeah,
Make
yeah.
No,
that
he's not
that-
more excited about that.
Yeah,
no.
make
No,
sure that
I
is
am.
your first
Definitely not.
priority.
Yeah.
That is the most important. Then comes the conferences. Then then
For sure.
Christmas.
For sure.
But yeah. So, anyways, I'm trying to think of other stuff that's come up recently in the Discord that people were asking about. I know that we've gotten a lot of questions. We got a lot of machines in at AZ Amusements and sold a lot, and there's a lot of claw machines out there with a lot of questions from people and stuff. So if you guys have videos that I know that somebody had asked me some questions on the Mega Mini, and I've been referring them to your channel, David, just so people could see them.
Cool.
And I think that that's the reason I did that Golden House review, because we had some that we ordered in the garage. But I'd really like to see either he left, but I'd really like to see if he feels like Mike feels like doing it. But we need a good review on the new Mini, on the new Super Mini from Candy Machines, because it does have that new prize locker. Nobody's done. I did, an original one on it that didn't have the prize locker on the top. That was the old school
I
model.
did do a review on it, but it went on location so fast because I had a location lined up for it and got me into a really great location. But it'd be nice it'd be nice. You know what I would really like to see? I would like to see the Golden House next to a Mega Mini, next to a Super Mini, next to the OG Mini. I would love to see a review of that.
That would be awesome.
Like
Yeah.
like a
So,
like a
you know what
battle
we need to do?
royale versus
Yeah.
versus. Yeah.
Well,
Well, then you could see
honestly,
the true size too.
Yeah,
I think
it'd be so fun to see the size. To me, my opinion is any mini that you get is going to be a great machine because it's going to make you money no matter what. It's just find the right mini for you, the one that you want to have. And I would love to see all four of them side by side, kind of battling it out, but like in a friendly way, just like be like, okay, this is what this one. Obviously, the OG mini is the weakest out of all of them, but still is a good solid machine. And see I really am more curious about the three together: the Mega Mini, the Super Mini, and the.
Maybe I'll talk to Kevin tomorrow, the next day, and see if I can buy him. I'll buy one, and then and I'll because we got to order some more machines anyways. Maybe I'll get a couple of those, and then I got two Golden Houses that won't be going out yet. I can use that, and then maybe I don't know if I can buy one from you or what, but we'll talk. But I got to get.
Well, we just need to find one of our viewers in California, and then you just drive your truck up there, take it away from them for a few days. Don't tell them. Just sneak it, be like, "This is for science," and
right.
For science.
and then bring it back later.
This is for the greater good. You need to give me your machine for a week, and I'll bring it back. But I mean, I don't mind. I mean, we can find locations for the original minis or even the Mega Minis. The Mega Minis, like, I know that like there's a guy on the Discord who's close to me that I might be able to get, or at least I talked to him the other day, and he said he loves those machines. That he loves those and the Golden Houses are his two favorite machines. And so maybe I can get one from him. I don't know, but you're right. They do need to be. There needs to be like a, what do you want to say? Like a face off, video or whatever. Just kind of, just a comparison, just to see. So that's a great idea. But maybe can you repost your Super Mini video? Do you have the one? You have the new one with the new locker?
Yeah, I do. I actually have it. I'm supposed to go over there. Actually, the guy contacted me right before had a super prize winner, so I have to go over there and refill a super prize.
Nice.
But I did do a side by. The sizes are actually the Super Mini and the OG Mini are the same size, like width wise. So they're actually they're the two smallest machines. It's just the Super Mini is taller and fits a huge amount of toys. So
But the Mega Mini is quite a bit wider. So then that's
yeah,
why
the Mega Mini
it's more
is
like
I
a
think the
Golden House.
widest, but it might be
Yeah.
the same size as the Golden House. I think they're both Mega Mini and Golden House are roughly around 14 inches wide. The Golden House does fit more toys because that thing's deep like the Super Mini. But the new Mega Mini, which I'm going to have pretty soon, that's going to be an extra 4 inches deeper, I believe.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and it's also cheaper. They lowered the price by $20 a Mega Mini. So
Nice.
So what you should do then is take that savings and apply it to the Gamer Mini wrap.
Yeah.
That's what they should do out there.
that Gamer
wrap
Mini,
from
I'm going to get
E3
one of
is
those too. I actually got a whole bunch
Yeah.
of those ordered.
Yeah.
I ordered 10 Gamer Minis, so I'm excited to see those.
Nice.
Very cool. Man, that's a cool wrap. I got to tell you, man, that's a great design. And then he's got the keys that go with it that all match, the stickers that go with it that all match. Man, he just did it right. He did a great job with that machine. So,
Yeah,
very cool.
Jesse's awesome. So
Heck yeah.
Waco's Car Wash Channel, elevators, and more. Got it right again. Thank you very much. Said he's going to sleep. Thank you so much for the super chats tonight.
Yes,
And
thank you.
for joining us and for asking us questions. We appreciate it, and sleep well and all that stuff. But thank you, and yeah, it's always nice to have people that are involved in the chat. So that's really cool. Very
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So, Josh Clay is asking if there's any updates on Aldi's. Have you heard anything? Anybody?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything. I know he got sick, but I haven't heard anything or anything for a while. Of course, I've been really busy. You know, I'm missing a
Yeah.
lot of stuff that's going on in Discord. But Captain Nanko told me not to fall asleep because I yawned really a big yawn because I'm tired. It's the end of the night, you know.
Other things I've seen in the chat, a lot of people, because we've gotten a lot of orders, like I said, and a lot of people are still trying to figure out how to get a hold of Eva. Just so you guys know, if you need toys, Eva's in our Discord. But the best way to actually contact her is on Alibaba. There's a link to her channel in there, and actually contact her directly on Alibaba. And what's really cool about Eva, and so I wanted to kind of explain that because somebody asked me about it on the phone the other day. So Eva is kind of like a wholesaler. So basically, like, I don't even think half of what she sells is actually built at the factory where she works or at the location she works. So she can source products. So instead of you buying each individual product from the people that actually make it and then paying shipping for all those places or whatever, she'll get it together for you, and it may cost you like a penny more or something like that. But she'll put everything together in one big package and then send it to you. Is that right, David? That's kind of the way I understand it.
Yeah, that's how I view it too. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it sounds like.
That's the way that I've kind of got, because she can pretty much anything that's out there. She either has something close to it, or she can get it. And we've had really good luck with everything that we've sent her pricing on. She's come back with either a price on it or something similar to it, and she's got a lot of stuff. So if you're looking for all kinds of neat stuff, definitely get on her channel. But if you're looking for another thing, I've been telling people is like we have those discount codes for All-Star Vending, the discount codes for Flatline, all those things that are on our Discord, and they've got some cool plush and some other items that are great for your claw machines. So if you're looking for stuff in the States that you can get super quick, they're also an option. Another option is the Sweet Treat King. He's got stuff that he basically gets from Eva, but he orders in such large bulk that he almost, by the time it's done, you're paying what you'd pay yourself, but he's got it here in the States and he can get it to you quicker. And then, like, I know Eli and for ENT Vending, they've been selling the Pokeballs. So if you're looking for Pokeballs, they have those in stock. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of mention that because some people were asking about that in the Discord.
Also, too, don't sleep on candymachines.com. Their
Yes.
selection of plush is getting pretty extensive, too. They've got some good
Yes.
stuff over there, too. And you can use Mr. Jonathan Howard's code
Yeah.
with the Quick Play discount code to save even more money over there.
Yeah, we have a link on that. And so you can use our link and then use Quick Place discount code and get a discount. So there's all kinds of stuff in the States you can get really quickly too, and good stuff. And I know that I was on there on the Candy Machines, and like their stuff changes almost daily. Like it's awesome the amount of stuff that they have available.
I'm
So
always finding something new on their website.
it's very cool. So thank you, Kevin, for having like such a great, assortment of stuff, man. It's just awesome.
Mhm.
So, also, I don't know if anybody else jumped on these. We bought 10 packs of these. They have those Pokemon Halloween cards at Costco right now. It is 120 cards or packs of cards for like $34 or $35, I think. And those go really good in your mini claw machines. White Tiger Vending looks like I don't know if he bought somebody saw them there. Yeah.
So let me ask you guys this. So they're kind of Halloween themed, right? Because they're kind of meant for giving them out to kids, going trick or treating or something like that. So how long after Halloween can you leave those in your machines?
We've been running them all year.
Okay.
So I mean, we never
Yeah.
stopped because we found some at that Helping Hands United. We
Mhm.
bought like, I don't know, 20 packs from him. And they don't care, man. They're Pokemon, and from what I understand, in that series of those 3-card packs, there's really, really good cards in them. Like,
Really?
like
Okay.
really valued cards, from what I understand. And anything, I mean, the Pokemon cards, those are the first things to go in our machine most of the time because we put them right on top,
Yeah.
and they're going after them. They're not ended up on the side or anything. They're like actually getting taken out and stuff. So they have a monster on them, and it says like, what does it say on it? It's like Boo Pack or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I know,
But-
like last year's had Gengar on them. Do they look the same this year?
Yeah.
Or do they have a
Well,
new wrapper?
next year they're actually green, I think, or like they're gonna have but these are what's left over. These ones like at Costco are this last year's still.
Oh, okay. All right.
And so they're purple and whatever, but you see them in our videos, and people go crazy for them still. I don't think it matters that they're Halloween.
I mean, they're Pokemon cards, so everyone's going
Right.
to want them. So, yeah, I get that part for sure.
and we're coming up on Halloween anyway, so
There you go.
no better time, Boo Packs, that's what they're called. They're called Boo Packs or something like that. But you ask Amelia, man, they go crazy for them. She loves putting those in the machine, and then it kind of gives it like different depth, like different kind of look to it and stuff, which is nice. She calls them her sprinkles on top, but she puts them right in there. But yeah, no, they're really good. So we got 8 minutes left. Do you want to talk about the giveaway one last time?
Let's talk about the giveaway.
David, sir, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So we're going to have more information, obviously, on how to sign up. It's going to be the same way, most likely, what we did last drawing, where you sign up on Discord. So make sure you join our Discord. The link to the Discord's in the description. Join it. But basically, we're giving away a Cube Factory claw machine. It's a oversight view where you look down into it. You can look at all angles, and it's a $2,200 claw machine. Well, $2,295, so almost $2,300. Prize that will be given away by AZ Amusements. You can take a look at a picture. I know Jonathan probably put it on the screen, but you can also take a look at it on the website, azamusements.com. They have a really great photo of that. And also take a look at Galaxy Games NABV video. When yeah, there we go. Video walking around, which it was some good clips of the cube. But anyways, yeah, that's our next drawing. We'll give out more information. Also contact Jonathan if you want to order one of these, because Jonathan can and will sell you some of these cube factors to you if you're interested and you've had a good location for it. Anyways.
Yeah. $2,400 prize. Can't beat it, man. Awesome. So, and it's something totally different, which is really cool. It's cool to have something that's not the normal thing. It's really nice. So I'm glad that we're doing something different, and we got some other things that are different coming up too. But they're all machines, but they're just different types of machines, which is really cool. So
yeah,
very exciting.
We're trying something different, and if you get a good arcade spot or something, there's a couple of locations like the movie theater. Jonathan was saying, like a movie theater, that would probably be pretty interesting. It's going to definitely attract people because it's unique.
like David said, it's
New.
different. So kids are going to want to like look at like, what is this? Oh, this is more my size. I can look. I'm bigger than it. I can look over and see. Just make sure you clean a lot of those handprints and face prints.
I was going to say
You're going to get a
glass
lot of
cleaner. You're
those.
going to
You're
need a
going to
lot
get
of
a lot
glass
of those.
cleaner. You're going to probably get people licking the top. Dude. It never fails. I get those little mouth marks and see people on my mini mouth, on the mini claw machine.
I always get
mouth
like
marks.
nose marks on my claw machines. Like
Yeah.
kids like smash their nose against the glass on the
Yeah,
claw
I don't
machine.
get that either. We get that too. I don't understand.
Like,
They really want to see what's in there, I guess. I don't know. But that's so true.
If we were further along in science, we could probably clone some of this kid DNA.
crazy.
The other thing too that was it you or I think it was Quick Play or somebody that put those cards in the bottom of their machine, or they put Pokemon cards or something in the very bottom as like the base or something. I don't remember who did
Quick
that
Play,
one.
they've got cards on the base of on the bottom of their machine, like almost like a wallpaper, but on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then they put their Chinese takeout boxes with cards in and on top of that. And I mean, I guess you could possibly maybe pick up one of those cards in the bottom, but I think it's really meant more for decoration.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Our Chinese, thanks to you guys talking about them, those do really well too.
I just filled up my machine like this past weekend. I loaded it up. I was almost out.
Yeah, anything mystery, like I know they do Starbucks cups and some other things that they do too, but anything mystery seems to do really well. So, and those new TikTok purses and those little Pokemons, man, those are the first things to go. So in our medium machines. So one of the guys in Discord came and came over. He's close to us, and he came and saw me yesterday, and he said that he's putting, which I didn't even think about, and what I thought about before, but then forgot about it. Is that do you put any? You've got the Mega Minis, David. Do you put any larger claws on any of your minis other than the Mega Minis? Have you upgraded the size of your claw?
Kevin from CandyMachines.com gave me a couple of claws. I've never put them on yet. I was going to, and I have them, but because I wanted to try it out. But I've been expanding so fast with the Mega Minis, I haven't had a chance to. I think the larger claw is actually really, really good, but I would think you would still want a bigger play field just because the plush take up so much room and in the regular mini and whatnot. It probably work in a super mini. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think your golden houses, if I were to order another golden house, I think I would order a bigger claw with a golden house, which that's very possible.
That's what I asked, because he said that he's got golden houses and he's got Mega Minis, and he said that little bit larger claw is like the ticket. And he says he loves. Yeah. He ended up upgrading all of them.
This plush is easily grabbed with the Mega Mini a lot better than the Super Mini. The regular Mini always struggled with that size claw, and people go crazy. I mean, this is why I have locations that do $1,000 a week, is because of this really cool plush. And then every once in a while, I'll add like a little necklace to it, or it's actually a bracelet. So a kid wins this and a bracelet. Oh, it's so awesome.
Man, very cool. Cool. Well, we only got 3 minutes left. Let's see if I missed any. Let's catch up on our comments here.
There's a ton. There's a ton of comments. So.
Oh, is there?
It's all good.
I'm not the best at that.
Trust me, I understand.
So
a lot of people talking to each other, so that's a good thing. I love when everyone interacts with each other in the comments too, because it kind of keeps things flowing in the comments too, which is great. So thank you guys for doing that.
E3 vending and ENT vending are not the same. So
definitely
they
not
are
the same.
different. Definitely not the same. So E3 vending is one gentleman. He does stickers, and he's designed the new gaming mini and all that kind of stuff. And then ENT vending's out of Florida, and they actually have their own machines they're going to be selling.
And their own YouTube channel too.
Yep, they have their own YouTube channel also.
They're young. They're a young, cute couple.
Yeah,
there you have a lot of passion. They just got a huge shipment. I think they're selling some of the minis too.
They are, which I'm going to try to get them hopefully to come on with us one of these weeks and talk about.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And then once he got asked Eli to do another one of those with both of them, do another one of my what do you call it? The vending videos that I do with
the industry.
Yes, thank you.
I got to tell you the name of your series.
I know. That's how fried I am after driving all day today, or riding. I didn't drive. Natalie.
So I know. I think Black Girl comments. You wanted to know, are there going to be any more of those? So
yeah. So that's been the hard thing, is I've been trying to get Grant. I've been trying to get Kevin.
You're not going to get Kevin. Kevin doesn't want to get on camera. I just know it.
I'm wondering because he keeps dodging my, I'll send him texts about stuff and then I'll
Yeah.
ask him that again, and he answers all the other ones but that one and
Not
skips
that
over.
one,
it.
yeah.
So trying to get him, trying to get Claw Kicker. So I'm trying to get a bunch of things. I just haven't had a lot of time. So, but there will be, I promise. And I've got some new people that I really want to get on that I'm kind of excited about. So there will be, I promise. I've just been we kind of been playing catch up, and now we're starting to, once we get these locations placed, these new ones, then we should be pretty caught up. So I think that'll be good. What else we got? Captain Namco wants to know, will those Pokemon cards face with those Pokemon cards? Oh, I'd face those forward, never lay them flat. I've noticed the laying them flat until someone goes to play them. Yeah, so we stick ours straight up too in the machine, and then people just pick them up from the top.
Yep.
You could stock. Brawlcon says you could stock your sticker machine with spooky Pokemon cards from September to October 31st. And I don't know if they're spooky themed. I think they're just normal cards, right? I don't
The
know.
actual cards are normal, but the wrappers are.
Yeah, the
Halloween
wrapper
themed,
is like Halloween themed, but I don't think they're like Halloween themed cards. I think they're just normal cards.
Yeah, they're not all ghost types in there, guys.
Yeah. So then
It's good to know.
Everybody's talking about how many kids they have. I've got 3 also. So I've got a 16-year-old in August, a 14-year-old, and an 11-year-old. So I've got 3 also. My oldest is he's an artist and like a ridiculous like anime artist, like crazy good, and like actually has gotten some scholarship stuff already, and he's not even out of high school yet. Like he's just phenomenal, but he's also the kind of hermit, he just doesn't come out very often, but he does, that's his thing. He's into doing art and stuff like that. So he's a whole nother animal compared to the other two. So that's why you see Sam and Amelia a lot, because they're the exact opposite. They're like to be out with people and stuff. So let's see what else.
I think it's time to wrap it up.
Is it?
It's time.
Oh, it is. It's time to go. I didn't even realize the time. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us. It's 8. Oh, it is 8:01. I'm sorry, guys. We ran long. So that's it. We'll see you guys next week. I don't know who's hosting. I guess we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll let you know. And then we'll also have more. We'll get the thing in the Discord for the giveaway, so you guys can enter to win, and all the details, and go from there. So thank you guys. Till next time.
Have a great night, guys. Thanks again. Bye, all.
Bye.